The first anime I ever watched was Attack on Titan season 1, just when it just came out. I remember that I was really reluctant on watching it, but my brother ended up convincing me to watch it, telling me that it was the best show ever. I was so reluctant, but like I watched it anyway. And then at the moment, at least, I thought and I realized like, oh, my brother is right. This show is fucking amazing, man. Then after that, I didn't watch anime for a while, and then one of my classmates at school, he recommended me watching Sword Art Online, and from then I just got addicted to anime, bro. I watched every single anime out there, including the really long ones like Naruto and One Piece, including reading mangas as well. So I after watching watching a lot of anime for many years, I became really an outright what you would call a weave, bro. I was addicted to anime, and at the moment, I never really saw it as something really bad, you know. I didn't see anime as this horrible thing that I really had to stop doing. I just saw it as something I had to do less of, not as something I had to stop doing 100%. Now, have you ever wondered why is anime so attractive to us, young men specifically in general? Have you ever wondered that? Like the very obvious reasons are things like, oh, because superpowers are cool, right? And anime is relatable because most of shonen characters are young men as well, so it's gonna be relatable for young men specifically. So there are many arguments like that, but uh, one reason why anime is so attractive to us young men specifically, or to me in the past, is it's really dark, man. And the same reason I'm gonna tell you now is the reason why I now think that anime is really not a good thing for you. It wasn't a good thing for me at all, man. And that is that as young men especially, and this is something that we men feel more than everyone else in the world, especially young men, is ambition. We have this innate desire to conquer, to go on an adventure. And what anime gives us is a fake lens to our minds, right? Because we humans are the only animals that have this ability to empathize with anime characters, because we can do that, and to empathize in general. When we watch an anime, we're not only watching the anime, and we're not only feeling empathy, right? We're not only like crying when the main character cries, or smiling when he smiles. It's way deeper than that. This empathy thing, because a mechanism that is activated whenever you are listening to a good story, or whenever you are seeing a good story in front of you, which is the case for anime as well. Like, I'm not gonna deny that. A thing that happens inside of your brain is that those neurons called mirror neurons that are in charge of empathy, they get activated. And when they get activated, it's over, man. Because when they get activated, then you fully put yourself in the main character's shoes, or in whoever's story it is, right? But you put yourself in this person's shoes. So what happens is that because we have this innate desire to conquer, to go on adventure, to achieve great things in life, and we see those characters, bro, Naruto, bro, fucking Luffy from One Piece, and we see all of those characters accomplishing all of those great things that we want to accomplish, having camaraderie, going on adventure, having action in their lives. I don't know, approaching girls in the case of like romance comedies or whatever, right? And when we see those guys, uh, our feeling of doing that in the real life gets depleted, because we are fulfilling it through someone else's lenses, through a cartoon's lenses. That's why anime is so dangerous. It's because it replaces real life, and it depletes you from your innate desire of conquering things, of going on adventure, of achieving great things in life, in real life. Anime replaces real life through this empathy feeling, through this mirror neurons that I just mentioned. Anime is so fucking dangerous. Nobody's talking about that, man. That's what I don't know, man. I look back to when I used to watch anime, because I watch a lot of anime, bro. I even made a list at the moment, because I watch a lot of anime. I have hundreds of animes in that list, and I never really realized that that was the reason why I didn't really want to do things in real life. Like, sure, like I chased girls, right? I guess I got like girls when I was younger and whatever, man. But I never really thought about starting a business. I never really took the gym really seriously, as I started doing right after I stopped watching anime, bro. Like, I didn't take anything as seriously as I should because I was too busy depleting all of my ability to conquer, my ability to go on an adventure, my ability to accomplish things through anime. I didn't have that innate desire inside of me because I was fulfilling it through anime, with anime. It's so fucking dangerous, man. You know that saying that it's a really popular saying, right? That phrase that the greatest enemy or the biggest enemy of great is not good, it's not bad, but good. So good is the biggest enemy of great. And I'm not saying that anime is a bad thing. It's definitely not the worst thing out there, obviously. There are many things that are worse. It's definitely no worse than drugs or pornography or things like that, man, obviously. But is it a great thing? Ask yourself, man. Is anime a great thing? And if it's not, then why are you still defending it inside your brain? Why are you still saying things like, "Oh, but anime is like, it's one of my sources of culture," right? It's a work of art or whatever, man. Whatever it is that you want to say. And I get that. Like, I watched all of those Ghibli movies and all of those artistic things, and I get that point of view, right? But at the same time, is it worth it? Is anime worth depleting yourself from your ability to conquer things in real life, to achieve things in real life? Is it worth that? Of course not, man. Of course it's not worth that. You know, if you kind of have been in this self-improvement space, if you have watched videos, then you have definitely heard about this thing called dopamine. This hormone that we release when we are about to do something that is pleasuring, right? Something that anime and all of those things in general, like video games, for example, like easy dopamine in general, what it does to our brain is that it makes you accustomed, it makes you being used to getting your dopamine resources, right? To getting your dopamine through easy things. So because of that, because you are used to get your dopamine through easy ways, through easy things, right? Things like watching anime and playing video games and doing all of those things, then getting your dopamine naturally, in a natural way that is supposed to be hard in the first place, through going to a gym, through accomplishing things in your work, in your business, through making or creating a work of art yourself, of creating things, gets much harder, becomes harder, because it's hard. And because your brain is used to get that dopamine easily, then it's not going to want to get that dopamine in a hard way, because it's way easier to live that other way, right? It requires way less energy from you. So you're not only like getting depleted for your ability to conquer things, to do great things in life when you watch anime, you're also fucking up your dopamine systems. Think about it for a second, man. Have you ever wondered why it is that you don't have this ability to focus anymore? Like, really, man, you can't go for the gym to the gym for more than a week. That should be concerning. Think about it, man. Why do you think that whenever you're watching anime, bro, and this might not be the case for you, but if it is, it is the same case for many people. Many people are going through the same thing. Whenever you are watching anime, this thing that you are defending so much, you are skipping all the boring parts, right? You're like this. Why do you think that is, man? That's dopamine. Because you are used to getting that dopamine so easily that watching all of those boring parts is just unnecessary. Your brain takes that as an unnecessary thing. And your brain then only wants that really dopaminic scene, right? I don't know if that's a word, but whatever, man. That really dopamine inducing scene, right? When the characters are fighting or if it is a romance comedy, right? Like the characters are kissing or whatever, right? So man, anime is way more dangerous than you ever thought it was, and that I ever thought myself it was. So really, like, if you care about your future, man, which you probably do, man, because you probably are an ambitious young man, anime is really not good for you. Not even from that cultural standpoint of view, because I get that, man. Anime is not a bad thing, but it's exactly because of that. Exactly because it can be even good at times. I'm not gonna deny that, but it's exactly because of that that it's not good for you. Because as you know, man, good is the biggest enemy of great. Stop stop watching anime, bro. Now, how can you do that? I'm gonna make a video about this in the future about how to overcome your addictions and what are the most optimal and efficient ways to do this, right? The best ways to do this. But what I would tell you to do right now is to really focus and investigate on meditation. It has been proven, man, that meditation, and there are many studies that prove this, there are many books that prove this as well, that meditation is one of the, and in my experience, the most effective way to overcome your addictions. 100%. It's meditation. If you're interested, you can read this book called The Craving Mind by Judson Brewer. He talks about this in depth, and it's fucking amazing, man. But yeah, man, meditation is the main thing that you can do in order to overcome your addictions, because it gives you impulse control. And because you have impulse control, you're not gonna just concede to your impulses like you would if you didn't have this impulse control in the first place. So yeah, stop watching anime, bro. If you want to stop watching anime, and if you agree with everything I just said, investigate further more into meditation. It's really gonna help you, man. Set the bar higher, man. We both know you can.